So, you know, our topic is multiculturalism and multicultural education. And a few weeks ago when I was reading Arthur Schlesinger from his book, The Disuniting of America, he was really making the case that multicultural education is a problem and it's driving people apart. It's driving ethnic groups apart, causing them to go into their own groups, and he almost equates it, the effects of multicultural education with tribalism. And so I wanted your perspective now that we've been studying this topic as we've been working on our wiki. What do you think about that, and what would some multicultural scholars say to Schlesinger?
I think that Dr. James Banks, one of the pioneers of multicultural education, would completely disagree with that. He was a big advocate for equitable pedagogy in the classroom. He believed that teachers should be flexible, not just throw in a lesson on Asian culture here and there, but really embrace all of the students' cultures. He wanted to learn about all the differences. He wanted the students to embrace that and learn about each other's differences, and just to be flexible with all genders and all races of students. And in the end, he thought that would benefit all of the kids, whether they were, children of color or if they were white kids. That in the end, they would all benefit from multicultural education.
And perhaps by learning about each other's cultures, that would bind them together instead of driving them apart.
Right.
And not only should the children learn about each other's culture, but it's imperative that the teacher learns. And Gloria Latson Billings would say that unless the teacher embraces their students' cultures and their backgrounds and where they're coming from, they can't truly be an effective teacher without knowing who they are culturally.
And I think, Maya, that's a very, very good point. Who the children are and where they come from. So when you even mentioned about Banks thinking in terms of equitable education, how can it be really considered equitable if we don't allow children to bring into the classroom the part of their lives, the funds of knowledge, if you will, that they bring from their different homes? And so some teachers might say, oh, well, it's just good teaching. Multiculturalism is just good teaching. And if I do that, then I'll be fine. But you can be a great teacher even in terms of your content knowledge, is what Geneva Gay would say. But if you don't allow yourself the opportunity to learn from your students, which is what I think Maya is talking about with Latson Billings, we can't know everything. I mean, if you have a classroom of 7 to 8 different cultures, is the teacher really going to, in addition to his or her content knowledge, going to go out and try to learn as much as possible about all of those children? Maybe so. But even when you're doing that, that doesn't specifically relate to that child's household. So you have to have a place within your classroom where you allow the child to bring the knowledge with them and share that knowledge with all of the other children for it to truly be what Gay would call culturally responsive pedagogy.
I appreciate that, and I've enjoyed working with all of you and really have benefited from this project.